Hey there! Welcome to our channel, Eskimos. Today, we're diving deep into the heart of Texas. We're talking about what makes this place tick, why everyone and their mama seems to be moving here, and why it's becoming the stomping ground for some of the biggest names in tech, business, and entertainment. Stick around, because we're about to uncover 15 things you probably didn't know about the Lone Star State. You've heard the saying, right? Everything's bigger in Texas. But what does that really mean? Well, it's not just a catchy phrase, folks. It's a way of life here in the Lone Star State. Let's start with the Texas State Capitol. We're talking about the largest state capitol building in the entire United States. It's a monster, bigger than the U.S. Capitol in Washington, D.C. And don't even get me started on the roads. Texas boasts an extensive highway system that stretches for miles and miles. They've got stretches of highway where you can legally drive 85 miles per hour. That's insane. Imagine cruising down those wide-open roads with the wind in your hair. And the wealth? Oh, the wealth in Texas is something else entirely. It's not just oil money anymore. There are 64 billionaires living in Texas, making it one of the richest states in the country. And their combined net worth? It's astronomical. We're talking hundreds of billions of dollars. It's enough to make your head spin. These billionaires live in sprawling mansions, own private jets, and have lifestyles that most of us can only dream of. We're talking about a level of wealth that's almost unfathomable. From luxury cars to high-end shopping, everything here is on a grand scale. And let's not forget the ranches. Some of the largest ranches in the world are right here in Texas, spanning thousands of acres. Even the food portions are bigger. Texas BBQ is legendary, with servings that could feed an army. And the festivals, they go all out. From rodeos to music festivals, everything is done in a big way. And of course, football. High school football games here are like professional events, with stadiums that can hold tens of thousands of fans. So when we say everything's bigger in Texas, we mean it. It's a state that truly lives up to its larger-than-life reputation. Now, when we talk about Texas billionaires, we gotta talk about Alice Walton. She's not just any billionaire, she's a trailblazer in her own right. This woman is a straight-up boss. Her influence stretches far beyond the borders of Texas, impacting industries and communities nationwide. She's the wealthiest woman in America, worth a staggering $62.3 billion. That's not just a number. It's a testament to her business acumen and relentless drive. Yeah, you heard that right, billion with a B. It's hard to even fathom that kind of wealth, but Alice makes it look effortless. And the crazy thing is, she didn't just inherit all that money and sit on it. She took her family's fortune and turned it into something even greater. She took her family's fortune and made her own way in the world of finance, investing, and brokering. Her keen eye for investments and her strategic mind have set her apart in a competitive field. Beyond her business ventures, Alice is also known for her philanthropy. She's donated millions to education, the arts, and various charitable causes, making a significant impact on countless lives. She's a self-made powerhouse, and she proves that Texas women are a force to be reckoned with. Her story is one of determination, intelligence, and an unyielding spirit. Alice Walton continues to inspire future generations of entrepreneurs and business leaders, showing that with hard work and vision, anything is possible. Hold your horses, folks, because this next one might surprise you. Texas is known as the #1 horse state in the country. That's right, they love their horses down here. You can find some of the finest breeds in the world right here in Texas. And the best part, you might even spot a horse or two while you're grabbing your morning coffee at the drive-thru. That's just how they roll in Texas. Chapter 4. A magnet for the rich and famous. Now, it's no secret that Texas is a magnet for the wealthy. I mean, why wouldn't it be? But we're not just talking about your average millionaires here. We're talking about areas like Bunker Hill in Houston, Preston Hollow in Dallas, and a whole bunch of other places where the streets are paved with gold. These neighborhoods are attracting some of the biggest names in the world, and it's not hard to see why. Chapter 5. The Tech Boom. So what's driving all this wealth and migration to Texas? Well, a big part of it is the tech industry. Companies like Oracle, Palantir, and Hewlett-Packard Enterprise are packing up their bags and moving their headquarters to the Lone Star State. And can you blame them? Texas has lower taxes, less regulation, and a business-friendly environment that's hard to beat. It's a no-brainer for these tech giants. Chapter 6. Real estate goes through the roof. Now, if you need further proof that Texas is booming, just look at the real estate market. The Lone Star State has become a magnet for home buyers and investors alike, drawn by its economic opportunities and vibrant culture. Remember that $38.9 million estate that made headlines? It wasn't just a fluke. Properties like these are becoming more common as the demand for luxury homes surges. Or how about Joe Rogan's $14.4 million mansion? His move to Texas is part of a larger trend of high-profile individuals relocating to the state, further driving up property values. Yeah, those are just a couple of examples of the insane prices people are willing to pay to live in this state. From sprawling ranches to sleek urban condos, the variety and scale of real estate transactions are staggering. The cost of living is skyrocketing, but people are still flocking here in droves. The influx of new residents is pushing up prices, making it a competitive market for buyers. It's a seller's market, that's for sure. Homeowners are seeing their property values soar, and many are taking advantage of the opportunity to sell at a premium. The real estate boom shows no signs of slowing down, making Texas one of the hottest markets in the country. Chapter 7. Living the High Life. But it's not just about the money, folks. Texas is also about living the good life. We're talking about indulging in some of the most lavish offerings you can imagine. Take the Sugar Factory, for example. They've got a s'mores whiskey-spiked milkshake that will blow your mind. And with big names like Elon Musk setting up shop here, Texas is quickly becoming a hub for innovation and luxury. Chapter 8. More than just oil. Now, some people might think that Texas is all about oil and gas, and while it's true that those industries are still huge here, Texas is diversifying. They're becoming a major player in the world of advanced computer and machinery exports. We're talking about high-tech stuff. And who better to lead the charge than Texas millionaires like Michael Dell, Tillman Fertitta, and Mark Cuban? These guys are proof that Texas is about more than just cowboys and oil wells. Chapter 9. Wine Country, Texas Style. Now for all you wine lovers out there, get ready to raise a glass because Texas is also making a name for itself in the wine industry. That's right, Texas wine is a thing. And it's not just any wine, we're talking about some high-quality stuff. In fact, Texas produces over $13 billion worth of wine every year. So, next time you're looking for a good bottle of vino, don't be afraid to try something from the Lone Star State. Chapter 10. The Power Grid Struggle. Now, it's not all sunshine and roses in Texas. They've had their fair share of challenges, especially when it comes to their unique power grid system. Remember that massive power crisis they had? Yeah, that was rough. But hey, nobody's perfect, right? Despite the occasional hiccup, Texas is still a pretty amazing place to live. Just ask the folks in Austin. They've voted their city the #1 place to live in America multiple times. Chapter 11. Title of Chapter 11. Chapter 12. Title of Chapter 12. Chapter 13. Title of Chapter 13. Chapter 14. Title of Chapter 14. Chapter 15. Title of Chapter 15. That's it for today, everyone. We hope you enjoyed our rundown of the 15 things you didn't know about Texas. From billionaires and horses to tech booms and wine country, Texas has something for everyone. It's a state that's constantly evolving and pushing boundaries. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more interesting content from us at Eskimos. Stay tuned for our next video.